New tonight as concerns grow about our health and what we put in our bodies. Just this week, the FDA decided to put a ban on red dye number 3.
But what does this mean for our diets and the food we eat? ABC 24's Lauren Tarman explains what you need to know to make informed choices for you and your family. Lauren.
Yes, there's certainly a lot to follow with this ban, Richard and Pepper. It can be hard to figure out what ingredients are good for you and not so good for you. And with the FDA's recent ban, it's also important to know what this means for the food and drugs in your home. I spoke with some nutritionists and parents who tell me now more than ever, it's time to watch what you eat. Samaria Garrett is the lead dietitian at Feeding the Root Nutrition in Bartlett, offering holistic therapies for her patients.
They come in and I do an assessment for them, so I evaluate their medical history, whether it's diabetes, hypertension.
She says it's important to understand why the FDA is banning red dye number 3.
They found that red dye number 3, given in excess amounts to male rats, caused thyroid-related cancer. They also state that this mechanism is not present in humans.
Based on the Delaney Clause, which dates back to the 1960s, red number 3 will no longer be allowed in food and drugs because of its potential to cause cancer in humans or animals. Dietitian Kristi McDonald with Baptist Medical Group says this is a long time coming.
They had already banned these from cosmetics 35 years ago. So if that was something we were just putting on our faces, now these are the same things with dyes that we're eating that are going through our bodies.
Nancy, a parent in Memphis, says she doesn't look for ingredients like dye in her food. But one thing she can't help but notice is the prices.
Just I got like few things and it was more than $60. The eggs is like $8.
These natural food dyes actually are just as affordable to put into products. So it shouldn't really cause a huge spike in food costs.
So what should you watch out for if you're headed to the grocery store?
It's going to be in your cakes, frosting, gummy bears, things like that we already know are not very nutrient dense. And so I think by following the basic dietary guidelines, right, of including more fruits and vegetables.
And as we talk about expenses, one community that is often overlooked in this conversation is those who are food insecure. And that's why both nutritionists emphasize the importance of grains and rice and beans that are not costly and don't contain this dye. And manufacturers who use red number 3 in food and drugs will have until January 2027 and January 2028, respectively, to reformulate their products. Back to you.
Yeah, the greens don't taste as good as gummy bears. All right, thank you very much, Laura.